Hi everyone! Today we have a very special unboxing. Some of you might recognize this fashion doll I have here. I've unboxed her before on my channel. This fashion doll is called Anouk and it's an independent artist fashion doll. It was created by Nav Sikand and he does have a Facebook and he has Instagram, so I'll leave those linked below. He also has a blog spot, an online blog, where he talks a lot about his process. His creation of these dolls are very fascinating. They really look and feel like authentic vintage 1960s dolls, but they're not. They were made recently. And he's been making these dolls since 2016. This is going to be Anouk's 6th series, and Fan, who is Anouk's best friend, Fan's 2nd series. So I don't have a Fan yet, which is why I was very excited that Nav was releasing another series for Fan. So let me go ahead and set Anouk down. Oh, by the way, this is sort of like a restyled Anouk. The mock neck and the skirt are like original to her doll, and the beret and these heels are actually from a Barbie style fashion pack. It was actually a really great fashion pack. I own a few of the Barbie style fashion packs. I think they're really good, really well made. So yeah. Let's go ahead and open up the box and I can talk a little bit more about Anouk and Fan. So this series was inspired by Bollywood, vintage Bollywood, so Bollywood from the 60s and early 70s, I believe. And if you're curious about like his inspirations and stuff like that, he mentions it all in his blog, which I will link down below. But this series was inspired by vintage Bollywood, and the way these dolls work is that when they come out, you are given like an order sheet. And this time around, he had an order sheet for Anouk and an order sheet for Fan. So I ordered from the Fan menu, and the way it works is you choose your hairstyle, the skin tone, and the outfit. So I chose a combination of side part bunches in brunette and the bobby fashion. So yeah, let's go ahead and take her out. Oh, I can already see her. And if I didn't already mention before, these fashion dolls were, well, Anouk specifically was heavily inspired by an existing French fashion doll from the 1960s. Her name was Caprice, and she probably came in a tube similar to this, though I'm not sure, but seems like something that they would have sold in the 1960s. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the lid, take the bubble wrap out. Oh my gosh, she looks so pretty. Okay. I'm very excited about this. I've been waiting a very long time. I'm trying to see if it opens from the bottom. I don't think it opens from the bottom, so I'll just slide her out. Oh wow. So pretty. I just love these dolls so much. They're incredible quality. Incredibly sculpted. Nav is such an amazing, talented artist. One thing about these dolls is that their head as well as their bodies are made out of soft vinyl. So you can kind of see I'm like bending her arm, and you can kind of like bend her legs. But yeah, her entire body is soft vinyl, which I think most of us are used to like hard plastic vinyl. But back in the 1960s, I guess the doll that this was inspired by probably was completely all soft vinyl. She also has a scent of vanilla, which I think is very characteristic of these dolls. Anouk also has the scent of vanilla. And they are made in, I believe, a Spanish factory, if I'm not mistaken. They're made in a Spanish factory that creates these, you know, these dolls in a way that would have been produced back, you know, back in the 60s or the 70s. So let me give you a closer look of her screening. She has a very clone-like appearance. Yeah, we can see there. One of my friends, Gabe, mentioned that she has this appearance of Lily Leda, I believe is how you pronounce it. Lily Leda. She was basically like the Mexican Barbie. And I can definitely see the resemblance there. So here is Anouk next to Fan Fan. And Anouk and Fan Fan do share clothes. They have the same body sculpt. The only difference here is the skin tone, which these do come in a variety of skin tones, which is, I mean, that's amazing. And the head sculpts are different as well. So while Anouk is meant to be sort of like the ingenue, sort of like the, you know, the Barbie of this doll line, Fan Fan is meant to be her companion, the sort of, the Midge, I guess I would say. Although I think I like Fan Fan more than I like Midge, because I think she's, I don't know, I think she's a little bit prettier. She's meant to sort of be that like girl next door type of character. And this fashion is called, sorry, let me get a better view. So this fashion she's wearing is called the Bobby, which is actually inspired, a lot of these outfits are actually inspired by, they come like straight from Bollywood movies. So this one comes from a movie called Bobby, and it came out in 1973, I believe. And yeah, it's directly taken from that movie. So it's really amazing. You can see he really did his research on this series because it really feels, I mean, these dolls feel like authentic 1960s dolls. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the rest of her stuff. Okay, so let me go ahead and start with the little booklet. It's a booklet with printing on both sides. So here it looks like we have Anouk and Fan Fan in the back. And then this looks like, I mean, I think they're both Anouks. I'm not sure there, but really pretty illustrations. This series is called Les Demoiselles de Bollywood. I know, my French is real good. So yeah, let me give you a little sneak peek of the booklet. Here's some really good images of his research coming straight from Bollywood films. And here is the little story of this series. I can read it. So Anouk and Fan Fan have come to Bombay, India on a modeling assignment. While on a photo shoot, they were approached to guest star in a big budget film under production. Seeing the impressive sets and glamorous outfits they would wear, our girls couldn't resist the opportunity, and it would certainly make a fun memory for our young girls of Bollywood. I think something that I really appreciate about Nav's dolls is that they have like such a history and a story to them, and you can tell he's just like an incredible storyteller. To be a good storyteller, you have to, you know, you have to do your research, and I think he definitely does his research because these dolls just feel so authentic and like they have a life to them. So let me go ahead and flip through the rest of the book and show you all. Very reminiscent of old, sort of like vintage Barbie, vintage 1960s hairstyle booklets. And then I can give you a little view of all the outfits. These are, I believe, these are all Anouk's. Anouk had some really, really incredible outfits. This series, here is the next page. And then here we have Fan Fan. Okay, so along with Fan Fan, you do get a stand. And this is actually a different stand. This is a plastic stand. And it looks like he has made some, yeah, it looks like he's made some improvements since his last series. The last series was a wooden stand that was painted black, which did eventually start, like the paint did start coming off, and I noticed it because my Fan Fan, I mean, you can actually see it here. You can actually see it here. There's black at the bottom of her shoes. And that came from the stand because it was painted black. Fan Fan's stand comes with like a beautiful logo. It says Fan Fan. Fan Fan Paris. And it looks like also this metal bar doesn't come out, which did come out in my last one, which I think made it a little bit less sturdy. So let me put her on here because I think this is actually going to be, she's going to be a lot more secure on this. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's a lot more secure on this stand. So he's definitely made improvements to this stand. And the stand also at the base has like a texture to it. So I think that the shoes have a little bit more to grip onto. So yeah, it's definitely an improvement. Okay, so in this little bag we have her accessories, which I'm guessing are her shoes and her bag. So let me start with the shoes. Oh, these are really nice. I really like these. Oh, and her glasses. Okay, these are really nice shoes. So they are black pointed toe shoes. And they have little straps up at the top. It's kind of like a T-strap. Let me show you the heel part of it. There's a better look at the heel. These are really, really nice. Really nice, actually. So let me go ahead and put them on her so I can show you. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but it's on there. And her, you know, her feet are, I mentioned before, her feet are vinyl, so it does have a little bit of give to it. Yeah, they look great. Nice pointed toe. Okay, and then I didn't talk about her outfit, but this here at the top, this blouse is chiffon. It does close in the center with a snap. Sorry. There is nothing underneath. And the skirt is, it feels like a really nice, soft, like brushed cotton. And it is black. And then it is lined. It's like this like thin mesh. You probably can't see it because it's black, but it's like a thin mesh material. And she also has these nylon, sort of like polyester underwear. And it looks like her shirt does have a tag, so let me go ahead and show you that. Oh, her blouse is also lined. I did not expect that. Okay, so here is her blouse. You can kind of see the very thin mesh lining in there. That's a really nice touch. This shirt is made out of a similar material. However, it doesn't have that lining to it. So it is nice having this little extra sort of lining. Let me show you the close-up of her tag. So her tag says Fan Fan, which is so special. Anouk's say Anouk, although I don't know that Anouk has a tag in her blouse. I don't think there is a tag. Oh, there is. Yes. Let me show you Anouk's. Sorry, I don't want to completely take it off of her, but yeah, Anouk has her own tag in there. So I do want to show you the body sculpt, just in case you are interested. So if you are, if you feel weird about, you know, doll nakedness, you can fast forward or just turn off the video. But here is the body sculpt. It is quite like a unique and interesting sculpt. So she is quite a bit shorter than Barbie. Let me see. Here is PJ. You can kind of see she's like almost maybe like half a head shorter. I would say she's like more the height of Francie, but her proportions are a little bit similar to Barbie. And just in case you are interested, this is a closer look at this skirt. The buttons are all sewn on, and it has that mesh, really thin mesh lining on the inside, and it closes with a hook and a bar. Okay, so let me go ahead. Oh, let me show you her glasses. Actually, let me get her dressed and then I can show you with all her like little accessories. Okay, so she's all dressed. She's got, oh, she's got her little pleather bag, which does open. It's closed with a bead and like a little stitched loop. It's got a nice braided handle. And then here is a closer look at her glasses. Oh, her purse just fell. So her glasses don't have any like film on them, so you can see right through them, which I think I prefer. I prefer that rather than having film, because I can actually like see through and like see her eyes. So that is a nice little touch there. And speaking of her screening, I do want to take another close look at it because I don't think I talked about it enough. So you can see her screening is actually hand painted. I'm not sure if Nav does all of them himself, or I mean, I'm sure he does some of them, or if he gets help, like help from the factory or whatever. But her screening is all hand painted, and her eyes are molded, kind of like her eyelashes and the eyes are like molded out, sort of similar to how like the Vintage Barbie sculpt is. She also comes with a little bit of blush, you can see there. And I'm also just noticing this detail here in the neck. I don't know what you call that. That little indent in the neck. It's kind of a nice little detail. His sculpting is really beautiful. It's truly, truly amazing and inspirational. I didn't talk about the hair rooting, but the hair is, I would say it's like very similarly rooted to how you would expect like a vintage doll to be rooted. So there is quite a bit of space like in between the hair plugs, but she does have a lot of hair. I feel like she has a lot of hair for like dolls, a doll of this time. I feel like it is saran. It's really, really great quality saran. My Anouk also has saran hair. It's some of like the softest, like silkiest saran I've ever felt. And her hair is also really nicely thatched. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see all the detail of the thatching, but someone in the factory probably did all of that thatching, which is really nice. Thatching isn't something that you see really at all anymore. I feel like Barbie stopped doing it after the 80s. I know some of my 80s dolls have some thatched part lines, but you kind of stopped seeing that going into the 90s, and you know, in the 2000s. Okay, so that is going to be it for my review. Now I'm going to go and spend some time with Anouk and Fan. Now they have finally been reunited. And as a side note, if you are interested in ordering any of these dolls from this series, I think he does still have some more left. So go ahead and message him on Instagram. He's very friendly. You can also reach out to him on Facebook. I believe he has a Facebook, and he also has an email. So if you are interested, please, please, please reach out to him. These are incredible dolls, amazing quality, and Nav is just such a talented artist. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.